Students, let's start your first chapter, some basic concepts of chemistry. Here I have taken some topics from your chapter. Your first topic is chemistry. So what is chemistry? Chemistry is a branch of science which deals with the matter, their structure, their properties, their preparation and their interaction and their uses in our daily life. So this is the definition of chemistry. Second topic is history of chemistry. So if we talk about the history of chemistry, so we came to know that chemistry is one of the ancient subject in our India. Our ancient Rishi Munis made significant contributions to the chemistry. The ancient Vedic literature consists of valuable information regarding the metals, metallurgy, combustion of matter, and many more things, which may prove of immense importance to our modern practicing chemists. So this is a very ancient subject. Now our third topic. Our third topic is importance of chemistry. So as you know that chemistry is very important for our daily life because the food stuff, drugs, polymer, metals, non-metals, fuel, glasses and many more things are the boons of chemistry itself. It has provided preservatives, play an important role in agricultural field because fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides are made from the chemistry. It has provided synthetic fibers to make cheaper and good quality clothes, है ना? So the scope of chemistry is actually unlimited. Besides this, almost all other branches of science lean heavily upon the chemistry for their basic requirement. So in short, we can say that both at the level of necessities and at the level of luxury, chemistry has proved itself to be the best friend of mankind. Okay, so you can see I have written two drugs here, cisplatin and Taxol, which are used in cancer therapy, and AZT, azithromycin, used for AIDS. Okay, so I have mentioned only two here because these are the recently discovered metals, so you should know about these. Our next topic is nature of matter. So what about the nature of matter? You know this topic very well because you have learned about the Dalton's atomic theory. So what was the Dalton's atomic theory? According to Dalton, matter is made up of extremely small discrete particles called atoms, which are indivisible. But after the discovery of electron, proton and neutron, we came to know that matter is a particulate in nature. So nature of matter is particulate, okay, any particle containing. Now let's move towards our next topic. Our next topic is classification of matter. So for this I have to mention a flow chart. So here is your flow chart. Matter can be divided into two parts, two ways: physical classification and chemical classification. Physical classification is based upon their physical state, and chemical classification on their chemical composition. So on the basis of physical classification, matter can be divided into three parts: liquid state, solid state and gaseous state. As you all know that in liquid state, shape is not definite but volume is definite. In solid state, shape and volume both are definite, and in gaseous, neither volume nor shape is definite. Now what about the chemical classification? On the basis of chemical classification, there are two types of matter: pure substances and mixture. What is pure substances? In pure substances, same type of particle are present, and in mixture there are more than one type of particles. Pure substance can be further divided into two parts: elements and compound. What is element? Element is the simplest part of any substance, which can neither be decomposed into or built from the simpler substances from any normal or ordinary physical or chemical method. And what is compound? there are many there are more than one type of particle present in compound, like mixture, but in a definite proportion. Okay, so this is the difference between compound and mixture. So compound can be divided into two parts: inorganic compound and organic compound. What is inorganic compound? Inorganic compound are those compounds which can be obtained from non-living things, and organic compound oppositely can be obtained from living things. One more difference is there: in inorganic compounds contain all elements other than carbon, and organic compounds are carbon containing compounds. Okay, so let's move towards the mixture. What is mixture? I am repeating. In mixture there are more than two types of particles are present, but in indefinite ratio. So this is the difference between compound and mixture. Mixture can be divided into two parts: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. What is homogeneous mixture? The composition or the distribution of particle throughout the mixture is same, so then it is known as homogeneous mixture. And the distribution of particle is not equal or same throughout the mixture, so then it is known as heterogeneous mixture. So here is the classification of matter.